Hey guys, I'm Z-Town Train, and this is just a basic dude vlog where we look at cheap gear and we do cheap gear reviews, and every once in a while we cook together and eat together, every once in a while we just hang out together and talk. But today we're doing another review, and this review is interesting. Now, I know I normally unbox things and open them in front of you, but this was a Christmas present, and it's a long time past Christmas, and to be honest, I wanted to use it. My son bought me a bunch of cheap gear stuff for Christmas, telling me, "Dad, you need to make more videos." And you know what? I didn't really get into it until today. I sat there and I was actually pulled out and watched a little YouTube, and I thought, man, I kind of miss making videos. I kind of miss having a little bit of fun with that and reviewing some things. So that's what we're doing today. So today what we have on the table is this piece of cardboard. I'm playing it. It's not this piece of cardboard, but behind this piece of cardboard what we have is this nifty tool. And this is the UST Explorer Tool, and we're going to read the packaging because I saved it. Even though I unboxed it, I knew that I would eventually want to make a video on it. The UST Explorer Tool contains an accurate magnetic compass. You know how much I love compasses. So you can easily find your bearing or orient a map. Unfold the 4 hinge lenses to produce a pair of fully functional binoculars that produce a quality non-inverted image with 4 times power. A convenient signal mirror is located on the opposite side of the compass. Either of the objective lenses can be unfolded 180 degrees for use as a convenient 4 times magnifier, which will also help you start a fire. A lanyard is included for easy access and portability. Eventually, I plan on replacing this lanyard with a big, long piece of paracord. Just because paracord, you could take it apart and turn it into like 30 pieces of string where you had one, right? So that is the Explorer's Tool from UST, and I want to show you that we have not forgotten about this knife. That torture test live stream is still this weekend. Sunday, 2 p.m. Pacific time, we are going to do our first Z-Town Train live stream where we torture test this knife. Now, so far, I've used it. Not a lot. You can tell that it's still pretty new. I've used a little bit, but I've been slamming it into things, and the darn thing just won't break. So what we're going to do is we're going to use it together. We're going to break out Grandpa's old reliable knife, and we're going to test it against that bad boy at Schrade Walden that he used for gosh, 50 years. And it's my favorite knife against this bad boy, and you guys are all going to get to see that with me live Sunday, 2 p.m. But today, we're going to look at the Explorer's Tool. So if you look at this tool, it has a really cool look, but it is made of some flimsy plastic. I really love the idea of this. They're fold-up binoculars with some nifty things on them. But the plastic, you have to be very careful. I keep it in a case when I'm not using it. It's like an old monocle case to keep it from getting beat up and scratched and dinged, because I like it. Was a Christmas present for my son, and I like it. So let's open it up and take a look here. So the main star of the show with this bad boy is obviously going to be your binoculars, right? And you fold everything out like that, kind of makes a nice H pattern here. And as you can see, there is a screw in and screw out, like regular binoculars, focus here, right? One of the issues that I have with these is that you can't slide the nose piece apart. So your lenses that you look through here on this side and your objective lenses over here are kind of tight together. So when you do look through it, we're trying really hard to kind of look through both lenses at once. So what I wind up doing is I just wind up using my dominant eye anyway. So my right eye is definitely my dominant eye, and I wind up just holding it up and looking through, utilizing my dominant eye and kind of using it more as a monocle and focusing it in. And they said it's 4 times power. I don't have a way to measure that per se. But I was thinking maybe if we look, we can sort of ease you guys into looking. I mean, they're not terrible optics if you just remember that they are what they are, right? So here you go. You can kind of look through and see. You can move it around with focus, right? Oh, kind of shaky today. Sorry about that, guys. And so I wind up using them. They're kind of small. They can't slide apart. I use them as a monocle, but I do use them because they're small and they fold up and they can fit. If you keep them in a little case where they won't get scratched up or beat up, they can fit in your pocket and you can carry them with you wherever you want to go. And that's pretty handy. We were looking up the hill where I live, and we live near a place called, well, it's a wilderness area. I don't want to give away the wilderness area that I live by, but there's an elk fence there, and we used it to look up the hill and look at the elk this winter as they were coming down because they were hungry. And it was pretty awesome. So as you can see right here, kind of has a little slide looking piston-y kind of thing there, and they fold down like that. The other side folds down, but we also have two other tools on here. So we have this nice signal mirror, which signal mirrors are a great tool. They would have been amazing to have prior to everything being like you're not gonna, unless somebody's really looking for you, they're not gonna be flying low over the mountains where I'm at in a helicopter. Unless they're actually looking for you and trying openly to find you and know that you're gone. And so yes, the signal mirror is a very handy tool, and I'm not disparaging it. But what I'm saying is that maybe there are other signal tools that would work better. If this is what you have, then you have to know how to use it. And what you would do is take that and aim it at what you're trying to see, and you are trying to reflect the sun into whatever you're trying to get to see you. Whether it's a helicopter, an airplane, or what have you. You're going to aim it just like you would a regular signal mirror and try and reflect that light toward what you are trying to signal. And this little bitty signal mirror, to be honest, not very efficient. I think that what would be much more efficient to use these for would be to start a fire. So fold it out like that, maybe even fold them both out, focus the light down, and start a fire. Very nice. On the other side, though, what I think kind of almost steals the show is this compass. Now this, of all of the cheap tools that we've had on here with compasses on them, this one absolutely works the best. It is not a fluid-filled compass. As you can see, it's sort of a free-floating pin. I think that what's amazing is how bright the background of it is, and that if you set it down, it floats beautifully free, moves to due magnetic north, and it just works like a charm. I really like this one. So we've played with a lot of compasses here, broken a few of them. This one is actually really nice. So overall, the UST Explorer Tool, I would like to give this a 3 out of 5. It's useful. The binoculars are actually, you're able to use them. They work as an optic. You can see further away with them, and that's really the objective. Lighting a fire with these, while it might not be the easiest way in the world to do it, it would work. The compass is very nice, which added a couple of points for me because I like compasses. Let's look at this lanyard. The lanyard's cheap nylon. You can see directly through it. It might work for cordage for one thing and maybe for one or maybe two times. It's stretchy. I can feel that when it gets wet, it's going to stretch. I don't trust it, so I'm going to change this out for some blue paracord, some nice blue paracord, and I'm probably going to do something like this pattern here on this keychain, which this keychain is one that my friend Robbie gave me, but I do these kind of things too. You've seen them on the folding knives that I have lanyards on and stuff like that. So overall, 3 out of 5 for the UST Explorers Tool. I really like it. I keep it in a case because it was a Christmas present and because I enjoy it. So I hope that you guys like it as well. And that's it for today, guys. I am Z-Town Train. This is just a basic dude vlog. Come with me, join me on our first live stream experience to torture test this knife finally, like I promised that I would, this Sunday, 2 p.m. Pacific time. I hope that you guys are there with me to enjoy that. I'm really excited. Until then, have fun outdoors and play with some cheap gear. So Z-Town Train, just a basic dude vlog, and I am out of here. I'll see ya.